You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. Well, former House Speaker John Boehner called Senator Ted Cruz Lucifer in an interview yesterday on The View. He talked about him being a complete ass and just being, frankly, an evil person no one likes. Well, this is Senator Ted Cruz's response to that Michael Vick commercial we just showed you, dealing with Georgia voter suppression put out by the folks with more than a vote. Cruz tweeted, "If you like killing puppies, this might be persuasive." That's what that fool said. The same man who abandoned Texas, of course, in the middle of a winter storm where Texans died. You know, bottom line here, Mustafa, Ted Cruz, grossly unlikable. Very few people will actually say positive stuff about him. Now, he's all happy because he announced today he raised something like $5 million in his war chest. He's frankly an embarrassment to me, being a native Texan. You will never hear me call him my senator at all. He's a complete suck up to Donald Trump. The man called your wife ugly, accused your dad of killing Lee Harvey Oswald, and you still kissed his chapped ass. So now he wants to sit here and complain about Michael Vick. Oh, really, Ted Cruz? Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to have any moniker of respect for somebody who doesn't stand up for their wife, doesn't stand up for communities. You know, he's actually played a role. You know, you make a choice which side of the equation you want to be on. You know, he was one of those folks who was out there when COVID-19 was at the height of the pandemic. And of course, we still have serious impacts going on, who was pretty much, you know, saying it was a hoax and not putting action behind it. We got to remember, this is a senator. He has some power. So he could have very easily, you know, got together with others and began to have the right conversations and say, hey, we need to make sure that these dollars are inside of these relief bills to actually make sure that, you know, black and brown and indigenous folks actually have what they need to be protected. But he never did that. And you can go down a laundry list of things from voting to jobs to a number of other issues where he's always been on the wrong side of history. So you don't really get a chance to have a real conversation because you've ignored them and you've tried to shy away from some of the most important issues of our time.
This right here, Kelly, is a tweet that LeBron James issued 4 hours ago in response to Ted Cruz. "It is certain in any case that ignorance allied with power is the most ferocious enemy justice can have," quoting James Baldwin.
This is Ted Cruz we're talking about. I have absolutely no respect for this man, if you want to call him that at all. This is the same man who literally ditched his state in a time of crisis a couple months ago to go to Mexico because his wife and kids were cold, and then decided to come back from that trip early, making it look like, oh, I was just dropping off my kid and wife in Mexico, but I'm going to brave the cold. Like he is a coward to the nth degree. He is, you know, he's a cretin in every sense of the word. So the fact that he is once again opening his mouth just to spew bile is not surprising because that is his MO. That is all he does, all he can do, and all he's really good for.
That is all he's good for. And again, the man is just beyond shameful, despicable. No one can trust him at all. And I must say that exchange, Benjamin, on The View, I thought was perfect. This is former Speaker John Boehner talking about Senator Ted Cruz.
Your animosity for Senator Ted Cruz, but you take it to the level in the book, writing, quote, "There's nothing more dangerous than a reckless beep who thinks he's smarter than everyone else," unquote. Now, you say even Mitch McConnell hated him with a passion.
Not sure, having some issues here, but let me see if I can get this queued up right. Let's see if this works. Trying to play this because the soundbite is actually just perfect in talking about Ted Cruz. So hopefully I can get this straight here. But I mean, my goodness, the guy is just insufferable. I think we got it now. Go.
But you take it to the next level in the book, writing, quote, "There's nothing more dangerous than a reckless beep who thinks he is smarter than everyone else," unquote. Now, you say even Mitch McConnell hated him with a passion I didn't know Mitch had in him. And we hear you ad-libbed some rather colorful commentary we can't repeat here when you recorded the audiobook portion about him. What is it about Cruz that gets you so fired up? Because Cruz says you're obsessed with him.
Well, this guy was not even a member of the U.S. House. He's a member of the Senate. And he's coming over to the House side of the Capitol, storing up some of my knuckleheads and pushing them to do things that are about the dumbest things I've ever seen in my life. And he's not even a member of our caucus. And so it was just a bit bizarre that I've never quite seen anything happen before or since, like the activities of Ted Cruz. And, I don't really beat up too many people in this book, except one, Ted Cruz, Lucifer in the flesh.
Ooh, yes. We will be back. We will be back with former Speaker John Boehner when we return. He does not, does not hold back.
Hey, Lucifer in the flesh. Love it, Ben.
Yeah, no, that's a great soundbite. I wish John Boehner would have done something about it while he was Speaker of the House. I wish that John Boehner would have spoken about that while he had power to influence the outcome of some of these elections. Because if he's really a patriot, then he would have stepped up and helped rid ourselves of Lucifer in the flesh. Now, that said, he's describing Ted Cruz to the T. And this is a scenario where you see two people like John Boehner is saying all the things that we want to hear, but I let them fight because they continue to allow these type of Republicans, Tom Cotton, it's not just Ted Cruz, it's Tom Cotton, it's all across the board where Republicans are destroying our democracy in real time. And we have to wait till John Boehner's book come out before he says something that actually could impact that last election.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have, you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it. Please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.